Libra, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two as a Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Libra, see what's going on. See what's going on. Let's shuffle these cards. All right. Take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is for Libra. Two cards. All right, here we go. Wow. Just to give you for FYI, this is a Libra full moon. So, breathe in and breathe out, you guys. This is a big moon here. Well, it's little, but you know what I mean. Okay, so it says distant thunder, clear the air. So whatever situation you're dealing with or obstacles that you're going through, it's time to clear it. It's time to just like sit down and start clearing the air because you need to move forward. Okay, it's time to do that. You also have answering the call. The time is now. So definitely answer the call. It's time to plant the seed for your future. It's time to make your projects come to life. It's time to do what you need to do to, to have success, to have that whatever it is that you're trying to create and do. Okay? Answer the call. So that means like get on the ball, like start doing it. Like let's start doing whatever it is that you want to create. All right, so Libra, see what's going on in your reading. This is for Libra for their highest good. Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Libra. We just shuffle them a couple more times. Okay. One card for the current. This is for Libra for their highest good. One for the situation. Oh no. One for the past. One for the what's hidden. For the hopes and fears. Wow. Whew. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on, Libra? Looks like there's a lot you're going through. One for the what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. All right, good. Alrighty. So Libra. So you begin with the Five of Swords. With the Five of Swords, you're still holding on to a lot of anger. You're very frustrated. You're very, wow, you're just very angry here. With the Three of Swords, your emotions are very high. Feeling very sad, very disappointed in things. Could be a loss, could also be a grief here, but definitely just very disappointed, I feel. You have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is saying that in the past is saying that there is a new beginning here. There's that's trying to come in for you. I also feel like there is somebody new coming into your life. Could be a new love interest, or just could be just a friend, or just somebody new coming into your life. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of creative ideas, very inspired to do something creative. Also, wow. You have the Five of Cups here for what's hidden. The Five of Cups is talking about, you have a lot of regret about the past, the decisions that you've made, the past mistakes, stuff like that. You just have a lot of regret. You're not focusing as much as you should be. You're just like all over the place. You feel like you have your back turned to the wall. Like you're just not looking at these opportunities that are coming your way. There's a lot of regret here. You have the Queen of Cups, and with the Queen of Cups, I feel like there is, with the Queen of Cups, I feel like you really need to start taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, like, the way you love your children, or you love your parents, or you love, you know, whatever you're thinking. I think they're saying you need to nurture yourself, like really take care of yourself, trusting your intuition on things. You also have the Seven of Wands here for the what you need to do now, and I feel like you're always trying to defend yourself. You're always trying to be one step up. And I feel like you really well, we'll see what the cards say. Well, let's just leave it where the cards say. Then you have the Eight of Wands for your what you need to work on, and you need to start changing things. There's messages, there's news coming through. I feel like things are going to start moving very fast for you. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles for the outcome, which is about abundance. A new beginning here is here. It's coming in. It's very fast. It's coming in. So this is like a good thing for you. There's abundance. There's opportunities here. There you are definitely on the right path. So very nice. See what's going on, Libra. All right, Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra, 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 Libra. All right, Libra. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here for Libra? Wow. One more card. Wow. All right, so I'm going to tell you right now that you have 555 here. You have the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So right now you're looking at some change coming through, big times, big changes coming in. So you have the Five of Swords, and you also have the Five of Wands. You're very angry. You're very upset about things. Very angry. You have a lot of anger within you. Upset about the way things were, the things have happened. You also have the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands is saying, find your courage and your confidence to leave all this behind. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, you need to start dealing with it, because it's like it's hanging on over your head. It's like, you know, you're not really thinking as you should. You know, all this anger makes you frustrated, gives you tension, gives you worry. So really find your confidence to keep going forward, okay? No matter what. If you don't want to let go of this Five of Swords or Five of Wands, then you need to like just move forward. Try to let it go. Let it go, meditate, breathe, whatever it is. Go outside for walks, whatever it is. You just need to try to let it go, because there is a lot of anger here. I feel like it's like you're angry about people around you, or you're angry about the situation. Something here is just like very frustrating. You have a lot of anger. The Queen of Wands is of strength. You know, she can handle anything, even though you are upset about the things that have come to light or around you. I feel like you have that strength to continue to move on, okay, no matter what. Remember, find your strength, find your confidence, and keep going forward. You have the Three of Swords here, Libra, and why is the Three of Swords here in the situation? Oh, my card. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. So there is a big time. There is a lot of sadness here, you guys. You have the Three of Swords in the situation, and then you got the Three of Swords again. You have two different decks. Same card, but two different decks in the same position. So I'm going to tell you, there is like some kind of hurt. There is a loss. It could even be going through a grief, but definitely a sadness is here. You've been thinking about a lot, you know, You're thinking about, you know, how to make a decision. I feel like there's some kind of decision that you're contemplating. I feel like whatever it is, you know, you had to make a hard decision, and you're trying to very much. You're thinking about a lot. You're thinking about everything that has happened, everything that's going on. I do feel like your emotions are going to be very high, because you feel like, oh, I can't believe that all this is happening the way it's happening. I can't believe that, you know, why? You know, you're asking yourself, why? There's a choice that you're going to have to make very soon. You know, and it's gonna leave you sad. So just be ready, okay? Wow. And then you have the Ace of Cups here. And there is just a lot of emotions here. I'm going to tell you right now, your emotions are going to be very high very soon. You have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is saying there is a new beginning. There could be a new person coming into your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest, but there is definitely a new person coming in. I feel like you're going to have a lot of creative ideas. I feel like you're going to have the opportunities around you. I also feel like you're going to start to like something new, like starting a new project. You have the Five of Cups here in what's hidden, and why is the Five of Cups here? One more card. All right. So you have the Queen of Swords and you have the Magician here. And then you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is asking you to leave that regret behind. Whatever mistakes it is, whatever you've done, whatever everything that's been happening, they're asking you to leave it behind. Let it go. You know, look up and see that there's still good things here, that there's still two cups filled over, you know, and there's opportunities here. You know, they don't want you to be over this spilled cups behind that you're looking at. You continuously stay in that mode for some reason. You're staying in that mode and it's leading to a lot of unhappiness, you know, and you know, deep inside, it's about our emotions and how frustrated we are. You know, it's like almost as if you're frustrated about something that you cannot change. And I feel like you need to leave that. Just leave it because if you cannot change it, then why are you on it? Like, why do you continue to be with it? You know, so just leave it. You have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is saying, be truthful, be direct, you know, find your strength to stand up for yourself and to speak your truth. You know, she's the Queen of Swords, she's very strong. You know, she doesn't bow down to nobody. She does what she has to do, and that's you. You know, think of yourself. There's no gender in tarot, so you could be the Queen of Swords and still be male. But really stand up, you know, speak your truth and see the truth and be direct, like communicate, you know, because there's a gap there for some reason. Like there's something here that you just don't want to do. There's something here that you don't want to see. There's something here that you just don't want to, you know, and it's making you very upset, very frustrated, very sad that, you know, and I feel like you're just like, wow, you know, I don't care. Like you're in that mood. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if they do this. I don't care if they do that, you know, but you really need to start speaking your truth and being direct. Like, do what you have to do to get things in order. You have the Magician card here, and the Magician is saying, you know, you have all the tools, Libra, to create what you want. You have all the tools. You know, you're very wise, you're very intuitive, you know how to make that money, you know how to create that money, you know. So they're asking you, think positive and everything. Stop being in this Five of Wands, Five of Swords, you know, Five of Cups, this Three of Swords, you know. Really shift your mindset because it's causing a lot of effect on you. And you really need to really change it, okay? Because remember, you're like the Magician. If you think positive, everything's going to come in positive. Everything's going to work itself out. But if you start thinking negative and being angry and being frustrated all the time, it's going to come in like that. So you need to really shift your mindset, okay? Really stand up for yourself in what you believe in what you want to create. Stand up for yourself. If you think it's something that you want, that you think is real, something that you believe in, that it should be the way it is, and stand up for it because you need to. Whew. There's a lot of anger here, and I could see it. Like it's like you're very frustrated, angry about things, and it needs to be gone because you're not going to live happy until it's done, until you take care of that situation. You have the Queen of Cups down here for what's hidden. I mean, for the hopes and fears. Why is the Queen of Cups here? One more card. You have the Lover's card, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. With the King of Swords, I feel like you really need to start focusing on things. I feel like you're very strong-willed. You know how to create things. You know how to make decisions. You know, you don't beat around the bush. You just, if you have to do what you have to do, you do it, you know. I feel like you're very powerful. You're very smart, but you need to start focusing on what you want to create and what you want to do. I feel like you need to put everything to the side and start creating your side business, your project, your new career, your going back to school, whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's time to start it now because they're asking you. They're asking you to take care of yourself, nurture yourself using your intuition at all times, because you're very intuitive. I also feel with the Lover's card here, I feel like you have a really good connection with somebody. I feel like you need to communicate more better. You know, really speak how you feel and what you're trying to do. I also feel like you need to trust the process on everything that's going on. You know, just trust it. You know, let everything fall into place. For some reason, I feel like you're trying to control everything, and you don't need to. Look at the situation differently. You have the Seven of Wands here. And why is the Seven of Wands here and what you need to do now? Oh, okay. One more card. Wow, nice. So I feel like at times you're very defensive, you know, towards I don't know who it is, but you're being very defensive, oh, this is mine, this is yours, that's over there, this is what I got to do, you know, this is what I have to do to in order to make things better. You know, I feel like you're just very defensive at times. I feel like you need to control that. I feel with the Judgment card, I feel like you're waking up to see things differently. You're going through this judgment and you're really having these revelations like, oh, okay, this is why I'm going through this, you know, but you're really seeing things differently. You're changing things within you and around you. So it's nice. It's very good. There's change here, a lot of change. You have the Fool card, and the Fool card is saying there is a new journey coming through. There is that new beginning, and I see it here a lot. But you are going through a lot. It's like almost as if you're going through that healing, but you're holding on to a lot of anger, and it needs to be gone. You have the Eight of Wands, and why is the Eight of Wands here for what you need to work on? The Eight of Pentacles, one more card, and the Two of Cups. Wow. All right, so with the Eight of Wands, you know, things are about to move very fast for you. There could be sudden change. A lot of changes are going to come through, to just know that. There's also news and messages. But I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like there's something going on. Maybe there's messages about your work, or maybe you're changing careers, but there's something here that it's about your job. I feel also too that you've been working very hard at what you do. You know, you're trying to work at your work, and I feel like you're going to reach that material success that you want, but you just need that patience. Okay, I also feel like there's traveling here for you. Have patience for everything. You have the Two of Cups. There's a decision that you're going to have to make, and I feel like it's going towards your job. I don't know what exactly it is, but I feel like you're going to have to make a decision, and it has to do with your job. The Two of Cups is here, and the Two of Cups is talking about there could be some kind of offered to you, like maybe you're going to be getting a different job, or there's going to be an offer presented to you in some way. There could be some kind of offer here. I feel like you and your significant other have a really good connection, but I feel like you need to trust your higher self. And I feel like you just need to like trust your decisions and what you're trying to do. Like trust your intuition, because for some reason you make decisions, but you're not following your intuition, and you really need to. Wow. Okay. There is a decision here that you're going to have to make, so be ready. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. And why is the Ace of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. So you have the Seven of Swords here, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. There is a new beginning here, but through this new beginning, I feel like you have this. Okay, let me just start over. Okay, this new beginning was with the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups. You even have the Fool card. So there is a new beginning here. Something is definitely coming through, and that's like new cycle coming in. But I also feel with the Seven of Swords, there is some kind of being sneaky. I don't know if it's you or somebody else, but the Seven of Swords is saying that, you know, at times, you know, you're trying to be sneaky and you can't, you know, you're trying, it's like, I don't know if it's you or like you're picking up, there's some energy here about some kind of betrayal, you know, like you feel betrayed, like you feel like, you know, like somebody let you down. Um, I feel like that was a message for somebody. I feel like you need to have patience for everything that's going on, even though you feel like you're betrayed. Like you know, like you feel like somebody got betrayed. Like you're betraying me. Like you're. It's like the words I keep hearing is, um, you're betraying that you're betraying me. You know, like you're betrayed our family, something like that. So be careful with that. That was a message for somebody. I also feel like with the Seven of Swords that there is somebody around you that doesn't like what you're doing. You know, there is, I don't know if it's close or what, but you're just picking up the energy, so be careful with that. I do feel like there is abundance coming in any way, shape, or form is coming in for you. Feel like you are in the right path and there is beginning here. I feel like there's financial opportunities coming, being presented to you also. I feel like you really, you're trying to let go of the past and you're trying to move forward. And I also feel like you need to find your patience with everything. Woo! All right. All right. So, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.